the border. She couldn't walk.
Live, local from WPTV. This is Today on 5 at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome to Today on 5 at 11, and we certainly want to wish you a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's not
and
all.
We also want to say welcome back,
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Well, yeah.
Be honest.
We were gone for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
but you were gone for a long time.
We're not the threesome without the threesome.
Right.
To put
I
it
miss
very
you guys as
simply,
well.
we really missed you. We're
We
glad
missed you
you're
a lot.
back.
Yeah.
And it's been trouble already this morning around here.
Well, apparently
That's right.
today we do have a lot in store, including some breaking news. We have been following this story all morning long.
Right, here we go. It's been a rough start to the work week for commuters in Palm Beach County.
Tri-Rail had to stop running in the middle of rush hour this morning after a train hit a truck on the track.
News Channel 5's Christina Noche is on the scene at 6th Avenue South with the very latest for us. Christina.
The railroad tracks continue to be completely shut down. Right now, Tri-Rail is not running in either direction, and it's still going to be a few more hours, they say, until it will be up and running. And look at the scene here. By looking at it, you can see this could have really been a lot worse. Luckily, right now, only minor injuries are being reported. Now, PBSO says a city garbage truck broke down on the tracks. The Tri-Rail train came through, smashed into it, pushing half of it about 100 yards or so. And this is the railroad crossing at 6th Avenue South, right under the 95 ramp there. The westbound lane continues to be completely blocked. Eastbound lane, traffic is moving, but slowly. Witnesses tell me that they definitely felt the crash when they were inside the train and kind of got tumbled about. Some people falling on the floor, trying to stay on their feet. 20 people transported to the hospital, but again, only minor injuries. And the driver of that garbage truck, luckily, was able to jump out in time. Reporting live this morning, Christina Noche, WPTV News Channel 5.
It was quite the check-in at the Embassy Suites Hotel on Belvedere Road early this morning. A car plowed right through the entrance and into the hotel. News Channel 5's Jacqueline Powell was there and has an update for us.
Well, caution tape is still up here by the lobby where the car actually went into the hotel. This sign's here telling people they'll have to go in around the side. Right now, they're still working on fixing this post out here that you see and these doors after the car went through them. Now, this happened around 5 this morning, just a little before the man went straight in. And we're told he went several hundred feet back near the pool in the hotel, actually went through the lobby. Now, he was okay. Police tell us that he didn't have any injuries, and we watched as they took him off in their car a little earlier this morning. Now, his car was all right, too. It was actually driven out of here, you can see, by police. Then they hooked it up on a tow truck and took it off. Now, most of the damage was done just here in front. We're told by police that there wasn't a lot inside, luckily, but there were a couple of glass doors here earlier that they had to take away. Obviously, a lot of work that still has to be done here before this entrance can be opened back up. In West Palm Beach, Jacqueline Powell, WPTV News Channel 5.
All right, Jacqueline, and we just received this statement from a spokesperson for Embassy Suites. It reads, to quote, I can confirm early this morning a vehicle was driven into the lobby of that hotel. Thankfully, none of our guests nor associates was injured. Local law enforcement is currently investigating the incident. Any additional questions should be directed to them.
We have this breaking news story out of Fort Pierce. Police there need your help finding a killer. They say someone shot Anthony Guzman. They say 3 men walked up to Guzman while he was walking along 18th Street around 8 last night. The victim died at the hospital. If you know or maybe even you saw something, call Crime Stoppers.
Oh, it has been such a nice morning for us, hasn't it not? We are seeing a lot of sunshine now. The clouds are beginning to clear out, and we'll see even more sunshine as we head later on into the afternoon. All that rain we dealt with a few hours ago is long gone, as that front is now down to our south. And look at these current temperatures. Current temperatures right now, 61 degrees in Sebastian, 60 degrees in Vero Beach. So nice for this time of the day and this time of year. 62 degrees in West Palm, also Boynton Beach and Boca. You're sitting at 61 degrees right now. As we head later on to the afternoon and the evening hours, here's what you should expect. Right now it is rather cloudy, but the sky will continue to clear out. We'll see a lot more sunshine by 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Highs will get up to about 69 degrees today. It'll be noticeably less humid, and that'll make for a delightful afternoon and evening for you. Coming up in less than 20 minutes, I'll show you how cool it'll be where you live tonight. when the rain will return and when the 80s are back in the forecast. Back to you.
All right, Tyler, thanks. More news now. Dalia DiPolito is back in a Palm Beach County courtroom today. Her attorney is asking a judge to dismiss her attempted murder charges, claiming police mishandled her arrest. DiPolito was previously convicted of trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband. That verdict was overturned because of issues with selecting a jury.
A California Social Services Center is set to reopen this morning, weeks after being the site of a mass shooting. 2 of the 3 buildings at the Inland Regional Center in San Bernardino are scheduled to open back up. The 3rd building, which was the site of the shooting, is closed indefinitely. A memorial service will be held today for the 14 people killed in the attack.
This week, French newspaper Charlie Hebdo will run a special edition. It comes nearly a year after Islamic extremists killed staffers at the office. The headline for this special edition will read, "The assassin is still at large." 17 people died in the attacks on Charlie Hebdo on January 7th, followed by another attack at a supermarket just a couple days later. All 3 attackers were killed.
I'm Chris Stewart, live in the newsroom. President Obama is expected to finalize plans to tighten gun laws today. He's meeting with Attorney General Loretta Lynch and FBI Director James Comey this afternoon. The president wants to use executive action to expand background checks on gun sales. Especially, he wants to crack down on unregistered sellers at gun shows who do not perform background checks. The president also looking to put money towards improving how lost weapons are reported. Now, GOP frontrunner and part-time Palm Beacher Donald Trump said that he would veto any measure pushed forward by the president if he takes office. President Obama is expected to lay out his plan at the State of the Union next week. Live in the newsroom, Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
Also today, the woman who is overseeing the investigation into complaints against the Chicago Police Department will speak about her plans to revamp that agency. It's in response to protests and outrage, as you may recall, over recent shootings and the city's alleged mishandling of those investigations. Among those, one where a video showed an officer shooting black teenager Laquan McDonald 16 times.
West Palm Beach police are urging witnesses to come forward after a shooting. Investigators say the victim was walking to his car near the corner of 5th Street and Douglas Avenue when he was approached by several men. They say he tried to run, but at least one of them caught up to him. The victim says he was shot, but is expected to be okay. Call Crime Stoppers if you have any information.
And meanwhile, the search is still on for a person police say shot at a couple driving near the flea market on 45th Street in West Palm Beach Saturday. The victim, Angel Millender, walked into St. Mary's Medical Center so he could be treated. He is expected to be okay.
Investigators are considering another underwater search for the black box of the El Faro. That's the cargo ship that sank in October near the Bahamas. The lead investigator for the NTSB says a weeks-long search found one of the vessel's missing decks, but not the mast where the ship's data recorder was attached. The NTSB would need to launch a second search of the wreckage if it wants to find that data recorder, which would have recorded the captain's final transmissions. That, again, has not been located. None of the 33 crew members on board the El Faro survived after it left the port of Jacksonville as a hurricane was moving through the Bahamas.
Another Florida mosque has been vandalized. The Titusville Police Department says the mosque was vandalized last Friday. When officers arrived on the scene, they found several cameras, lights, and windows broken. Luckily, surveillance video shows a man entering the building. Detectives are hoping that footage will help identify the suspect.
It is the first day of trading this year, and unfortunately, things are off to a pretty rocky start. Mike Trim following this story for us. Trading, we should say, began at 9:30 this morning.
It did.
What are you tracking?
Here's already what happened. S&P 500 fell more than 2% in the morning. NASDAQ held more than 2% lower as well. Dow Jones briefly fell more than 400 points. So you can really see what kind of a day it's shaping up to be. All started this morning when China halted trading, put a lot of pressure on markets around the world. But I want you to take a look right here, what the stock market looks like right now, courtesy of CNBC. You can still see the NASDAQ down, S&P 500 down during trading right there, and could be for the most part today. We'll keep an eye on this here in our newsroom, and if anything else breaks, including a sharp decline like we saw this morning, we'll pass that along to you. For now, Holly, let's go back over to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. After the break, a look at Donald Trump's new TV ad that's drawing More controversy this morning.
And later, we've got a new Rawson report you want to see. It's revealing why you do not want to have your pet in your lap when you're driving.
And we began with cooler temperatures out there this morning. When we return, Tyler Malden is telling us if the cool down will last. You're watching Today on 5 at 11, the only station on 1 hour earlier.
It's difficult to operate. Want to avoid the hassle of storm shutters? Save on your monthly energy bill? Is your family's safety important? If you answered yes to any of these, call now for a special offer. Buy 2 windows or doors, get 1 free.
Today you're in the know with Altier Jewelers.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and today we're in the know with Cutler Altier, owner of Altier Jewelers. Welcome, Cutler.
Hi, Cheryl. Thank you.
There are a lot of jewelry stores in the area, but I understand that Altier Jewelers has a long history in Boca Raton.
We do. We've been in the community for a long time. My grandparents founded Altier Jewelers in 1960, and I'm the 3rd generation.
I see displays of the most prestigious brand names in the world. Tell us about some of the lines that you carry.
We're very honored to be dealers for Patek Philippe, Cartier, Breitling, Gucci, as well as many more.
All the jewelry, rings, and watches, they're gorgeous, but I know there's more to Altier Jewelers than the products you sell.
Yes, there is. We offer a complimentary jewelry and watch cleaning, and if somebody wants to come in and have their diamonds checked, we can make sure that they're tight in their piece of jewelry. But also, people have pieces that are heirloom and very sentimental, and we want to reassure the viewers that all the repairs that we do are done in-house here and do not leave our facility.
Now, Cutler, if someone has some jewelry that they're not wearing anymore, is there any way that they could come in and get something new?
Absolutely. We have a trade-in and trade-up program. So if somebody has something that is an older style, because styles do change over the years, so if somebody wants something new, if they want to replace their watch, get a bigger diamond, or just a new piece of jewelry, we're happy to help them out with that.
If any viewer is wondering how you can help them find that perfect piece, what's the next step?
We welcome the viewers to come into our main store here, speak with our very knowledgeable staff of GIA graduate gemologists, our master jeweler, or our certified jewelry appraiser, or they can visit us online.
Cutler, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today on In the Know.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
If you're looking for fine jewelry, watches, or even thinking about popping the big question, visit Altier Jewelers and experience what makes them a jeweler for generations.
After a car accident, money talks.
That's why people are talking about Steinger is going green.
They've helped clients get more money for their accidents.
Like how much are we talking?
30, 40, even 50 times more.
Whoa, get this.
They got Diane $1.9 million after her car accident.
$1.9 million? That's what I'm talking about.
Money for her medical bills. Money for her family.
Money for her peace of mind.
It's no wonder.
People are talking about Steinger is going green.
800-561-1111. Get more quality and value with Impact Windows, custom made in Florida for Florida homes from ArmorView Window and Door. Call now for a special offer. Buy 2 windows or doors, get 1 free. Get year-round protection from a company you can trust. ArmorView Window and Door, clearly stronger.
Let's turn to the focus now to politics and Decision 2016. Senator Marco Rubio says if he's elected president, he'll push for term limits for members of Congress. The Florida senator is also promising to repeal many of President Obama's executive actions, including his upcoming actions, at least the action he says he's going to do, concerning guns. John?
And there are new fireworks in the presidential race to begin the new year.
Donald Trump is out with his very first TV ad. NBC's Peter Alexander shows this.
And I approve this message.
Overnight, Donald Trump released his first TV ad of the campaign, a move he's hinted at for months. Airing in Iowa and New Hampshire, the ad reinforces his stance on ISIS and immigration.
That's why he's calling for a temporary shutdown of Muslims entering the United States. He'll quickly cut the head off ISIS and take their oil.
The new ad comes on the heels of a new recruitment video from al-Qaeda affiliate al-Shabaab in Africa, highlighting Trump's proposed Muslim ban. Trump shrugging it off.
They use other people, too. I mean, what am I going to do? I have to say what I have to say.
Instead, citing an ISIS video.
Fornicators.
That attacks former President Bill Clinton for his past sexual transgressions.
I think it's an ISIS, and they really put him down as a degenerate.
The frontrunner now targeting both Clintons.
Hillary Clinton created ISIS with Obama.
Just as the former president gets set to hit the trail today on his wife's behalf, tweeting, "The worst thing Hillary could do is have her husband campaign for her. Just watch." And hammering Bill Clinton for his alleged misconduct.
It hasn't been a very pretty picture for her or for Bill, because I'm the only one that's willing to talk about his problems. I mean, what he did and what he has gone through, I think is frankly terrible, especially if she wants to play the woman card.
Clinton is even hearing about it on the road. In New Hampshire, she dismissed a Republican state lawmaker who heckled her about her husband's alleged extramarital affairs.
You are very rude, and I'm not going to ever call on you.
Now let's get back to Washington now, where the House is going back to work today. The first order of business is repealing the president's health care law, but there's a difference this time. The House has promised that the bill will reach President Obama's desk, but the veto is promised.
The University of South Florida is now a smoke and tobacco-free campus. The change began today. Smoking and use of tobacco products will not be allowed in any indoor or outdoor area, including parking garages, grounds, sidewalks, or any recreational areas. This policy also includes the use of e-cigarettes. The university is hoping the change promotes overall health and wellness for the campus.
Results of a new survey suggest some doctors need a clearer understanding of reasons to vaccinate preteens against the cancer-causing human papillomavirus. The survey finds many pediatricians and family doctors are not strongly recommending the HPV vaccine to preteens and their parents. HPV can cause cervical as well as other cancers. The vaccine works best if kids get it before they become sexually active.
Trending this morning, New Year's resolutions. They're at the top of most of our to-do lists right now, aren't they? And if one of your resolutions is to plan healthier meals, we've got some healthy lunch alternatives that they're easy to make before you head off to work today, and they're yummy to eat at lunchtime. Check this one out. Try a cucumber, corn, and black bean salad. Kind of looks appetizing, although that's got some avocado thrown in too. Not bad. It'll keep you feeling full well until the end of the workday. Or a twist on an oldie but goodie. Give your plain old chicken a boost with that avocado and chicken salad. Add some sprouts too, right? For recipes for these and more, visit our WPTV Facebook page.
It looks good, Rox. I'm getting hungry. When your thyroid isn't working properly, you can experience a wide range of unwelcome symptoms. Anne-Marie Tiernan has more.
Sit here, Becky. Want some juice?
Most days, Jane Hickson is looking after her two children, Eliza and Theo.
You want pretzels, puppies?
So focused, so busy, it was her hairdresser who noticed the abnormal growth on Jane's neck.
It looks like an Adam's apple, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just because my neck is thin and I'm getting older, and maybe I don't know. But then I realized it wasn't in the middle, and I hadn't really noticed it until I went and got my hair cut, and the girl who cuts my hair, she was like, what is that on your neck?
Jane says once she saw it, she couldn't unsee it, and she knew she had to get it checked out.
It's good to be proactive about your life, I think, in any capacity, but especially your health, and especially for me when I have people who depend on me. And I have a really wonderful husband, and I love my kids, and I want to be the best version of myself, which includes being the most healthy version of myself for them.
But a visible mass in the neck should definitely be looked at.
After an ultrasound, Dr. Todd Huntley removed the lump surgically.
The tumor, the growth, was right there, and it's no longer present.
Huntley says in addition to checking for masses, the thyroid has an important role in how we feel and how our body functions.
The thyroid gland is the gland in the neck that makes the gasoline that runs the body. Thyroid hormone is critical for every function in the body. Too much thyroid hormone, and you could be nervous, anxious, jittery, unexplained weight loss, feeling hot all the time, palpitations. Hypothyroidism, on the other hand, when you're making too little hormone, is manifested by tired, fatigue, blah, weight gain, just hair falling out, feeling terrible.
Fortunately for Jane, the tumor was benign.
Oh, I gotta get.
It means peace of mind for mommy time.
If you are one of those folks who's resolved to lose weight in the new year, me, well, you may get some inspiration starting tonight, some extra inspiration. The new season of NBC's The Biggest Loser begins right here on News Channel 5. Longtime trainer Bob Harper is taking over as the show's host, but that is not the only change. There's also a new gym as well as a new house, along with a whole new group of contestants battling to not only lose weight, but also win the $250,000 prize. The host giving us a bit of a hint. He says some of these contestants will have to fight through major addiction problems.
We're going to tackle that this season. We're going to really show people that it's not people that just love eating ice cream. It's what that ice cream represents. It's how they're feeling before they're reaching for that binge food moment.
Again, the new season of the weight loss competition begins tonight at 9 right here on News Channel 5. What's really interesting about The Biggest Loser, a lot of those contestants who lose the weight, they keep it off.
Yes. Right.
You know,
It's
it's not
very good.
kind of a gimmicky thing.
I've watched it a couple of times.
have
Sometimes
too.
it's a tearjerker. I mean,
It
it
is.
gets you right here how hard these people
They
work.
work.
Yeah.
But they do it kind of in a balanced way. It's hard work and hard diet. I mean,
Right.
but I saw some of the teasers and it says we'll give you 40 grand to quit right now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
you
very
know,
tempting.
and it's
Some
tough,
twist in there
especially when there's
then.
some addiction. When people have, you know, it's like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
go and I'll get on with my life. So I think it's going to be a really interesting season for them.
Be a good one.
Let's check in with Tyler right now, see how long this cool down is going to stick around, Tyler. It felt good early.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, it did, and it still feels pretty good outside. The humidity is much lower, and temperatures really aren't that bad. The front is down to our south, and temperatures down here in South Florida are in the low 60s. 61 degrees in Vero Beach, 62 degrees in West Palm. Up here in North Florida, they're in the 50s. And check out Pensacola, holding steady in the 40s. I doubt very seriously we get anything like that down here, but it is going to feel really nice this afternoon and also tomorrow afternoon, too. We are roughly 5, 10, maybe even 15 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours ago. As that front pushed through, it did usher in that cooler and drier air. So, yeah, go outside and enjoy it, because those 80s are going to turn here soon. The front is sitting right there, and the air behind it is dry and stable, but it's taken a little while for all of that to mosey its way into South Florida. The skies are beginning to clear out, though, and the rain is gone on Live Viper 5 Max. Area-wide temperatures are looking like they're in the 50s and 60s. Now, come the afternoon, we're going to heat up close to 70 degrees. We'll be a few degrees shy of 70 degrees, though, because we are slowly warming up this afternoon. So do expect cooler temperatures this afternoon and below average temperatures this afternoon. Only 66 degrees in Vero Beach today, close to 70 degrees in West Palm, close to 71 degrees in Boca, 67 degrees in Okeechobee and Belle Glade. When it comes to that dry, stable air rolling into South Florida, look at this. Treasure Coast already seeing it. The rest of the viewing area will see it by 2 o'clock this afternoon. And from there, it is a quiet afternoon for us. It's a quiet evening, too. And then during the overnight hours of Monday, we see the wind shift. That brings on the cloud cover back on shore and also some showers, too. So it's not going to stay completely sunny over the next couple of days. Overnight lows will be a couple of degrees warmer, too, as that wind shifts to the northeast. 56 degrees tomorrow morning in Vero Beach, 60 degrees in West Palm Beach, 57 degrees in Belle Glade, and 51 degrees tomorrow morning in Okeechobee. We'll pick up Vipercast at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Clouds back on shore, some showers coming on shore too. Just some fast-moving showers right along the coastline. That's it for us tomorrow. That'll carry on over into the afternoon, the evening hours, and likely as we head into Wednesday, we'll see our rain chances increase. So here's the 7-day forecast. Today, that the sunshine will be back, the clouds will be gone, the rain will be out of here. We did deal with a little bit of rain this morning, but that's long gone. Highs will get close to 70 degrees. Then it's below average for us tomorrow too. The wind will pick up. We'll see some isolated showers, and then clouds blow in on that wind. And then the rain chances increase to 60% on Wednesday. They drop down to 30% on Thursday, and highs continue to be in the 70s all the way through Thursday. The 80s are back on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back to you.
It's now 11:21. Everybody loves their pets, but when you're a pet parent, you've got to be extra. It's almost really is like being a parent. You've got to make sure when you take your kitty or your dog in the car that their safety is front and center.
Up next, we're going to show you a Rossin Reports that stresses the importance of keeping your pet safe while in the car.
That and more after the break. Keep it here on Today on 5 at 11.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Eyeglass World salutes Robin,
who got the dress she loved, the flowers she loved, and the cake she loved, all for a price she really loved. Not surprisingly, Robin bought her glasses at Eyeglass World, where she gets the brands she loves and her glasses the very same day, all for an incredibly low price. 2 pairs for just $78. Eyeglass World. See yourself smile. See yourself save.
LaRue, one of the largest contemporary furniture showrooms in the Palm Beaches. A legend that grows with every custom room creation, where unmatched design expertise helps you get exactly what you envision for your home. LaRue has access to every floor plan in South Florida, even yours. So visit our showroom and ask about our affordable luxury sale at LaRue Furniture, where neighbors become customers and customers become friends.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Agrama. Do you suffer from sinus pressure, congestion, stuffy nose? Hundreds of my patients have found relief through a same-day in-office procedure known as balloon sinuplasty. There's less risk, lower cost, and faster recovery, so it might be the right procedure for you.
Flying and traveling, the pain in my face just fell. It was like crushed because of the pressure. And then having the procedure, I mean, it was gone immediately.
Call Dr. Mark Agrama today or visit palmbeachsinus.com.
The inspiration for the collections at Evelyn and Arthur begins with a story on a board. It's a story of style, of captivating colors, and great fit. We bring the story to life through fashion as we scope out the right trends for you and your lifestyle. At Evelyn and Arthur, only the winners make it onto the board and onto you.
Evelyn and Arthur. Boca Raton, Manalapan, Palm Beach Gardens, and Stewart. Have you had a good look lately?
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory. It means we eliminate the middleman.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee.
I'm Bob Gordon. If you've been in a serious accident with a tractor trailer, let our crash team get started today. Don't delay. Evidence disappears. Call 333-3333. Gordon and Donner for the injured.
News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Let's start with a safety alert now for you and your pet. If you have a dog, maybe even a cat, I'm pretty sure you've probably done this in the past. You hop in the car and you bring them along.
Yeah, no straps, no harness. It's kind of cute after all. Dogs climbing around, the air whizzing by their faces as they peek out the window. But turns out it is dangerous. And now pet stores are selling products to keep your pets safe.
But experts say many of them don't work, putting your pet in danger. Please, if you do this, come watch this report. Because the first question that comes to mind is, how's it allowed? Well, there's a crash test that we're going to show you right now. You need to see this, and we've got to tell you that some of it is disturbing, but as a pet parent, you want to check this out. NBC's Jeff Rawson has more.
This doggy dummy is strapped in with a popular harness sold in pet stores today. It's supposed to keep him secure in a crash. So why is he going flying? Same with this harness and this crate. The dog smashing right through, all failing miserably. The harnesses made for people like Lauren Lynn, out for a drive with her dog Buddy. He isn't strapped in, jumping all over her, distracting Lauren from the road.
I don't see a little problem with letting him get some wind in his ears and his fur.
But experts say it's dangerous. Dash cam video showing dogs flying out of cars, nearly hit by oncoming traffic. The dog is okay. This dog even falling out of a window and amazingly survives. But it's not just dogs in danger wandering around your car. It's you, too.
In the event of a crash, a pet can be a projectile that can hurt everyone, including themselves. So keep your pet restrained on every trip.
So you come to the pet store to buy a harness, buy a carrier to keep your pet safe. Some of the companies making bold promises on the packaging. Check out this official-looking seal, crash tested. Others say certified safety and locks into place. But experts say many of them are deceptive. They don't work in a crash. And believe it or not, pet products like this are not regulated by anyone, not even the federal government.
Firing!
So the watchdog group Center for Pet Safety decided to check them out with official crash testing. And what they found was alarming. All this damage at just 30 miles per hour.
So this is our pet product graveyard. And many of these products did not do well in testing, and most of them failed.
And these are products on the market right now?
These are products on the market right now, and the manufacturers are still making those claims.
In fact, 25 of 29 products tested failed. Harnesses snapping right off. Dogs sent airborne. And watch this doggy dummy breaking through his crate, shattering it to pieces. That could be your pet.
Pet products are not defined as consumer products by the Consumer Product Safety Commission, so they bypass any kind of oversight and regulation. That's really scary.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission telling NBC News, based on our mandate from Congress, CPSC does not have jurisdictions over these products. The American Pet Products Association declined our request for an interview, adding they can't comment on the testing, but they back car safety restraints.
Pet owners should be screaming about this. If you get into an accident and one of these products fails, it puts you, your family members, and other drivers on the road at risk.
Jeff Rossen reporting.
Troubling, isn't it?
It is troubling.
It's hard to watch.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission told NBC to check with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
And HTSA told NBC to check with the CPSC. While a majority of the products that were crash tested did not hold up, a few of them actually did.
And that's good to know. So if you want a list of the products that did pass the Pet Center's crash test, they can be found at today.com.
Sounds like a little bit of finger pointing is going on.
Homework needs to be done, too,
Right.
if you want to get something to keep your pet safe.
After the break, how a car landed through a hotel lobby in our area.
And later, a live report of how a dump truck crashed into a tri-rail train this morning.
We're coming right back with more today on 5 at 11. We're glad you're with us on this Monday.
TV, we empower South Florida families with information and tools to protect what's yours.
It seems anywhere you go, someone is trying to get their hands on your money.
Whether they're selling you something or trying to steal, we expose hackers and scammers.
You know before, so you don't become a victim.
We're here to share practical information you use every day,
So you can get more out of your money and more out of life.
Protect your money. Watch WPTV News Channel 5. Local coverage you can count on.
Are your windows difficult to operate? Want to avoid the hassle of storm shutters? Save on your monthly energy bill? Is your family's safety important? If you answered yes to any of these, call now for a special offer. Buy 2 windows or doors, get 1 free.
Today you're in the know with Cucinotta's Pool Service.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and today we're in the know with Tom Cucinotta, owner of Cucinotta's Pool Service. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you for having me, Cheryl.
Tom, I understand you're a leader in the pool industry. Tell us how this came to be.
I have been very passionate about educating my customers to today's technology, how they can save money, and I've actually even had the opportunity to travel around the country and help educate other states and other pool companies.
Tell us about this incredible pump. I understand it saves consumers tons of money.
So what we have here is a